started to tell me that if anything ever happened to his wife, he was going to marry me. I didn't, again, know what to say to that because I'm thinking, well, how would that work? I don't know, maybe I was 17 by then. How is this church going to accept me as your wife? But he would say these things to me as if this surely was going to occur. Like, when anything happens to my wife, almost like when something happens to my wife, I'm going to be marrying you. So in my mind, I'm thinking, well, I'm really confused, but I'm thinking, okay, he's telling me that he's in love with me. I'm gonna marry him if something happens to his wife. And I remember sitting in the kitchen again, another kitchen memory, but I remember sitting at a little table where they had a telephone, and I remember hearing his wife cry upstairs. And then I could hear them coming down the stairs together. I don't know if he was carrying her or she was definitely leaning on him a lot and walking through the kitchen out to the garage and him saying, I've got to get her to the hospital. She's not doing well. And I'm sitting in the kitchen thinking, oh my gosh, this is where it happens. And I was so fearful that she was gonna die. Well, she ended up having something happen to her where she required surgery, and I was thinking the whole night that if she died, like, "Okay, this is where I have to marry him." I mean, it's just crazy, right? It sounds nuts, but that's a position I was in, believing that this is what I was gonna have to do. During this time, he started to sexually assault me, and, of course, it'd be at night when nobody was awake, nobody was around, or maybe one time I remember his wife being out of town and driving home with him back to the house from church, and it happening in the car ride on the way home. And, I was very lost and broken, confused, scared. There are so many words that I could use to try to describe how I was feeling. But more than anything, I didn't feel like I had a choice. Sorry, I had to hesitate there. So as I sit here and share this with you, it's only been recently that I've met with my family to tell them what I walked through in this season of my life. Because I was very much, I don't know if you want to say brainwashed, but I was very much influenced by this man that I was to take this to my grave. And that was said to me over and over and over. So as I was experiencing this,